and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah if you are new here, and I make videos on faithful and simple living, including motherhood, just my faith journey in general, and just what I do to be a homemaker and to pour into my home and family and those that I welcome into it. If you like that kind of content, please stick around and be sure to subscribe. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about habits that you can be incorporating into your winter to just have a better time all around. I know the colder weather and winter time can be very gloomy and depressing for so many. We hear about winter blues all the time, and so many of us deal with that. If not every year, we do deal with it on a regular basis when winter time does come around. And even though winter time is full of the holiday season and so much fun and joy, it can still be a very lonely time for so many. And if we are not taking care of ourselves and our bodies and just pouring into what is really important to us, the winter time can become a very depressing and gloomy, cold thing. So I'm going to give you 7 habits today that you can be incorporating into your winter to just help it be better all around. So the first thing I would suggest doing is start eating warming foods. In the wintertime, it is very cold, and we can combat the opposite of that by eating warming food. By that I mean eating soups and stews that are rich and hearty in whole grains, beans, legumes. Pretty much everything that is in season during this time will be warming to your body. So eating things like dark leafy greens, root vegetables like sweet potatoes, onions, anything like that will really help to warm your body and just nourish you where you need it most during this time. Along the same lines as that, I would suggest drinking warm beverages. And this I do not mean by drinking hot chocolate and hot coffee, getting your lattes every day, which this is a perfect time and season to do so, and I do it as well, but really nourishing your body with what you drink is so important. So drinking like teas that are made with warming spices like clove can be so helpful to your body during this time. You can drink turmeric lattes, you can be sipping on bone broth throughout the day, you can even make hot cocoa with bone broth. I have not tried that yet, but I really want to. There are so many different options that you can do to start incorporating some warming beverages into your days. The third habit that you can start incorporating into your winter this season is be kind to your skin. I know we hear that a lot, especially in the winter season, because dry skin is so common, but really taking the time to give a little extra care to your skin is so important. This includes staying hydrated, using some all-natural moisturizers and body butters to really help combat the cold. And if you're going out into the cold weather, make sure you do a little extra to protect your skin. So for the fourth habit, we are still talking about how you can really help your body to stay nourished during the wintertime, and that is to nourish your kidneys. A lot of people don't realize this, but in every season there is a corresponding organ or body system that really needs some extra care, and in the wintertime that is your kidneys. So a few things you can do to help nourish your kidneys this wintertime is eating foods that are helpful to the kidneys, so such as any kind of warming foods that I talked about before will really help, such as leafy greens, cloves, bone broth, and kidney beans, believe it or not, are all warming foods that will really help to nourish the kidneys. And I know a lot of people actually take extra care when going out into the cold weather by maybe wrapping a scarf or putting extra layers over the area where their kidneys are and protecting their lower back, just so their kidneys are not as exposed to the cold weather, and it helps keep them warm and helps their entire body just stay better taken care of and nourished during the cold weather. So the fifth habit that I would say to do is turn inward and work on reflection. Wintertime is honestly a time for hibernation. You see animals do this all the time, and I'm not saying go to the extreme of hibernating like the animals do, but God created the winter to be a time to kind of withdraw yourself and go inward and reflect on the past year and the past season of you growing and harvesting, using that metaphorically, of course. So during the wintertime, even though we are constantly going to different parties and having different events we have to attend to, and it just seems like a very social and outward time of year, take some time this season to go and just hibernate, reflect inward for a little while, journal, work on meditating and praying and just worshiping the Father. And this is also the perfect time to slow down and really just reflect on so much. Whatever the Lord is leading you and telling you in this season, just use this as a time to kind of step back and look deep inside and hibernate. So habit number 6 would be ground yourself with essential oils. God created essential oils and the plants and barks and seeds that they are made out of for our benefit, and what we get from them is from Him. So there are so many different types of essential oils out there, and so many do so many different things. But some of my favorite oils that I use for grounding purposes would be cedarwood, frankincense, rosemary. I love the Stress Away blend and the Peace and Calming blend, as well as the Surrender blend that you can all get from Young Living. I'll have some of those linked below if you want to check them out. Over the past few weeks, cedarwood and frankincense have definitely been my go-tos. Cedarwood is great for sleep, but also for grounding, because it is a woodsy oil. Any type of woodsy or bark oils are great for grounding purposes. So diffusing those, applying those to your skin, to your feet, along your spine, and you can even ingest some of those. That is a great way to really stay grounded in the colder weather and helps you mentally and physically in so many different ways. And lastly, number 7, use this time as a time of dedication. We are in the middle of Hanukkah right now, our week-long Hanukkah. You can see by the decorations around me probably. But it is a time of dedication. It is also called the Feast of Dedication. So this is a perfect time to rededicate yourself to the Lord. So spend some time in prayer this season and just look at your life, reflect upon what you are doing every day, what you are spending your time doing, what you are putting your daily energy into, and see if it's actually pleasing to the Lord and what He wants for you in this season. And if you have a family, definitely reflect with them as well. Be on the same page. Just rededicate what is important to your family as a whole and who you should be living for every single day. So going back to one of the other habits, just looking inward, knowing what you're doing every day, what the Lord wants you to be doing, and rededicating yourself to Him in this season is such a beautiful habit to get into. So those are the 7 habits that I really try to do every winter to really help not only me mentally but physically as well. And I hope you find some encouragement in some of those, and if you try any, please let me know in the comments below. And if you have any other tips or ways that you get past the winter blues or just really nourish yourself during the winter time, please let me know. Leave them in the comments below as well, because I would love to see what different types of things you do to really push past those like winter blues that so many of us get, and just spend time really embracing the winter. Alright, that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.